Hello, so let me show you what a COVID testing kit looks like here in the UK. So last Sunday, today is Wednesday morning, it's about 6 in the morning. So last Sunday going Monday, like 2 in the morning, my husband had a very high temperature, like 39.1. He was chilling, having chills, having chills, and he was really unwell. So before that, the night before, he was already feeling weak, but he didn't have any temperature because I checked him and he was fine. I was also a bit weak, but I didn't have any temperature as well. So we were getting ready for Monday's work, but then at 2 a.m. he became febrile. So that's why as soon as that happened, I then booked ourselves in the website of the government a testing kit. So in that testing kit, you have two options, whether you can book for delivery, to be the test kit to be delivered to you, or you can go through the drive-through. So but we don't have a car, so that's why we're poor. So I opted for the test kit to be sent to me. So it says there it would take at least 2 days for the test kit to come. So this arrived yesterday, actually, in the morning. But the instructions, they said that you have to as soon as you receive it, you will get this whole thing. So my husband already opened this and I already read through it, what to do. So I ordered for 2 testing kits because I had to be tested as well. So depending on how many people in your household, so there are 2 of us, so that's why I ordered 2. So he's the symptomatic one, or he's the one showing symptoms. I'm all right, but I still have to be tested. So I should then start to isolate for 14 days. He can isolate for 7 days, but then depending on the result of these tests, whether we need to continue on isolating. Because then Monday morning, I then called our occupational health hotline and asked for their guidance. They said you shouldn't go to work, you should wait for the testing and then email us the result. If it came out, then we then have to decide whether you need to continue on the 14 days isolation, or you can go back to work since you're asymptomatic or not showing any symptoms at all. So but depending whether from that day onwards, whether I'm still asymptomatic, so that's fine. So this one, so I'll show you what it looks like. So it comes through this package, this plastic, and this is what's inside. So it's with a specimen bag, some barcodes. This one is for the tracking number, tracking seal, because you have to send it back to them. So you then have to book for courier to collect it. So this one, here is a security seal. This is the swab itself. It has like a stick inside with like a cotton bud end, and then like the swab is there. If you can see, it doesn't focus. Okay, then you have another bag. This is I think this is the one that should be the outside bag. And the instructions, but mind you, they already emailed you the instructions in your email. So when you requested for a test kit, they would then ask you for your work email. So you have an option whether they will ask you whether you work you're a frontliner, or you work in a hospital or in social care, or you don't work in there. So you have two options. So when you choose the other option, then they will ask for your work email. So these are the steps. I've already gone through this. It's really very simple, like how to complete home test. It's like they have pictures on it so that you won't make a mistake. It's very helpful, really. Explaining what are the things that you have received, like a perfect how-to instruction. So if you still can't understand, they still have a helpline if you are not able to understand any of the steps. So the helpline will actually go through you with the steps. So what I'm going to do now is, because the instructions says that they will have to receive the test kits within 48 hours that you have tested yourself. And so they request that once you book the collection time, it should be like a day after you receive the kit. So the collection time will be 8 to 4, and they would ask you to collect your sample at 7 o'clock. Why 7 o'clock? Because the closer you are to the collection times, the better, because due to the number of samples that they receive, and they only have 48 hours to process it, they don't want your sample to expire. So then, how do I know the result? They will text it or email it to me. So that's how convenient it is. And so I wasn't tested before when I had the symptoms. Last week I just had my antibody test and I tested positive as well. So honestly, I don't know why, but I feel a bit confident that I'm gonna be negative. But I'm afraid for my husband, because if he becomes positive, then... But no, he's fine though. He didn't have that. After that fever, he just had a lower one on Monday, and he didn't have any fever last night. So I'm positive that he's gonna be negative. I'm positive. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm gonna update you later what's going to happen when I do the testing. Okay, bye-bye. So I just finished swabbing my husband. I can't really film while I'm swabbing him because I want to concentrate that I'm not gonna make a mistake while I swab him. So already it's on the first bag. So the next step would be, so after I swabbed him, you put the swab inside this yellow tube. It has a reagent already inside. I'm not sure what it is. So this is the funny thing. They provided like a sheet, like an absorbent sheet. So I'm not sure why. Maybe to prevent spillage, or when it spills, then it just be absorbed. Siguro yung ana, no? So then you have to place it in the biohazard bag. So I just folded it like that because this is a smaller, I mean, it's a small bag as well. It won't fit the whole bag. So instruction is to remove the air that might be trapped inside. Okay, so then you have to remove this silver seal to seal the whole thing. Okay, then you put another barcode that has been provided, another barcode. So I will just put one more, another barcode over here. So another barcode, and next step would be to, this is the tricky part. Actually, when I did my own box, it was a bit difficult. So, but now, oh no, there's a bit of air. So they provided with a box as well. So you just have to, I'm not really good with geometry. I'm not good with this. But I somehow figured it out how to make this box. And it's a struggle. The struggle is real, guys. Lagi. Ano siya? Struggle is real, guys. Look, I don't want to destroy the box. There. It should like catch up here. Then you do the other way around. It should catch up here. Right, so that's it. So I put the sample inside. Inside lagi daw, boy. The struggle is real, guys. Okay, sample in. Pizza. Pizza in. Then, there's a bit of a seal over here. Very secure. Hopefully. Okay, that's it. Then they provided us with a seal here. Secure seal, it says. They they said apply. I don't know if you can see that. Apply secure seal over there, which I'm doing. Okay, and then the track number, the barcode. So this one, they said be sure not to cover this part. So we might as well put it on the other side, since it would take almost all of the surface of the box. So I peeled it off, and that's it. Done. 2 tests done. So now the instruction is to leave it outside. The courier will knock our doors or ring the doorbell, and then we just have to leave it outside for social distancing purposes. I shouldn't be handing it out to them. When they ring the doorbell, I will then just put it outside our door and they will pick it up. And they have a polite request if we can wipe it with antibacterial or anything, antiseptic wipes, antiseptic, just a precaution. Okay, so that's how a home test is being done here in the UK, in England, in London. I'm not sure how it's done anywhere else, but this is how it's done here in London. Okay, see you.